Alright guys, welcome to part 8 of Metroid Prime. We are basically almost done with this game, so I'm pretty sure this stream will be the final one for this one. Alright, let's begin. Yeah, so last stream was a little bit of backtracking. We need to collect 3 items: the plasma beam, the grapple beam, and the this is the one that I'm missing. Oh, the X-ray visor, which that has been done. Off stream, I did also collect a couple of items, and not to mention the chosen artifacts. So right after getting to Omega Pirate, we can just go straight to it right away. All right, let's go. Let's see, is my mic on? Yep, mic on. Game audio on. Yep, we're ready to go. All right, so welcome to part 8. This is most likely the final part. Alright, so I ended up in the Face of Mines. Alright, I'm gonna go through a bit of the beginning just to get a couple of items. I'm trying to see whether I can get the 100% completion so I can get the secret ending. I think I can be there. But we'll find out. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the turrets there are gone. Oh wait, there's an item here. Okay, the Shadow Pirate really living up to his name. Barely saw it. Alright, let's explode this here. Okay, so I'm hoping I can find the rest of the missiles. Here, I'm pretty sure I got all power bombs. 8 in total capacity. I kind of get the feeling I'm gonna be missing maybe 1 or 2 missiles. Missile expansions. Ooh. Let's see, what's the next one? I think more wave troopers. No, ice troopers. I mentioned this a couple of streams, but the troopers, the pirate troopers, these ones are definitely my favorite kind of space pirates in terms of design. Alright, so what's behind that door? It's the flamethrower, which is the beam combo to the plasma beam. So I already got the beam combo for the ice beam, which is the ice spreader, and the beam combo for the wave beam, which is the wave buster. And the super missile is the beam combo to the power beam. Yeah, so this probably leads to some other like more space fight rooms that we don't have access to in the game. You hear that little cracking sound? It kind of sounds like one of those radioactive meters. That's pretty cool. Showcasing that it's also, the face sounds radioactive. Right here, this is where you find the other Chozo artifact. So this is not an elite pirate. There's actually another special variant called the Face-On Pirate. Or the Face-On Elite. Yeah, so these ones don't have like the little cannon that's on the shoulder. So basically it's all just pure melee attack. I'm pretty sure the iceberg does a lot more damage. This is a very highly mutated elite pirate. There you go. That wasn't so bad, right? Let's see, more turrets. Just to confirm, but yeah, these are all supposed to be empty. That's a very satisfying sound. I mentioned it before, but damn it. I got ran by the Metroid. Metroid Metroid Prime has a really good, very good sound design. I think it holds up way better than Metroid Prime 4 for sure. Alright, you see that floating structure right there? That's the impact crater here. I'm pretty sure that was a Leviathan back in the day. But who knows? Well, let's here. This connects to some other section. Pretty sure I didn't go there. Oh, let's give it a try. I'm pretty sure it takes me all the way to the Magmore Caverns. No, it doesn't. It takes me somewhere else. Alright, so we have the last trooper to scan. Alright, definitely don't need to go there. Oh shoot, didn't go through. Alright, I already got the energy tank there. I think that's it. It's gonna be ice troopers for sure here. Let's see. Oh, not yet. Oh shoot, there's power troopers. What is that one? Yeah, I think power troopers is like the second most trooper in the game. Because you cannot really stun them unless you do them like a super missile. There's 3 of them. This is about to die. Yep. Alright, the last one will come out. Okay, that one doesn't have the cannon. They still reacted to it. I thought I was supposed to freeze them all at the same time. Can I attack him still? Can I kill him with just missiles? Alright, here we go. Any more? Does it look like it? Yeah, so it's better just to get rid of the Metroids. It might be larvae, but they're still kind of annoying to deal with. Especially when we're trying to travel. Alright, this is partially the reason why you need the X-ray vision, so you can see those floating platforms. Alright, there's another missile expansion. Oh, here it is. I was wondering when I needed to break the ball. Cool, let's see. You know, it is interesting how you don't see any flying pirates here in the facing mines. Wonder why. Maybe flying pirates are a little bit too dangerous for the area, especially all these great activity and explosives that can happen. Hey Ignis, did we win? Not yet. We're getting to a mega pirate. Alright, so right here you can hear an item, so it's underneath this giant shroom. I have enough HP to survive. Hi Ignis. So hopefully today I'm gonna finish Metro Prime. Oh look, new Metroids. These are the Hunter Metroids. Yeah, so here's a little fun fact. So because the Metroids can adapt and grow. They have different growing cycles in depending on the planet they're in / environment. So in Metroid 2, right? You remember it goes to the Metroid larva, the alpha, the beta, the gamma, the omega. In this case, here there's two phases that are known. Three become Metroid Prime. One is the larva Metroid, and no, actually there's actually 4 ones. This one, the larvae, and then there's the hunter, and there's another variant that we're gonna see soon towards the end. There's Metroid Prime. But those 3, besides Metroid Prime, are native to Talon IB. Alright, let's read the Metroid. So adolescent Metroid, energy siphon tentacle increases its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. An energy draining tentacle allows them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a hunter Metroid will discharge a troublesome prey. Will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Goal-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. So I guess what I like this also implies is there's another final stage that we don't actually get to see in the game. Unless you consider Metroid Prime 3 to be within the same lineage, but I don't think so. I think I consider those ones to be quite different. You see, this is like the little grapple they can do. A pretty easy enemies to deal with overall. Alright Ignis, tell me. What'd you do today? Alright, remember how I mentioned this guy is harmless? You guys should grapple it. And this makes a noise. I was trying to check if there was anything here. I'm trying to see if I can get the secret ending. What I did today? I worked. I had a very long day. Monday I'm gonna have an even longer day. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, so you hear that item right there? I don't think I can survive it. No, I'll be playing with fire honestly if I do that. Yeah, that's a very dark room. I like how this game makes use of your visors. They're not mandatory, but they give you the option to use them. And this gets through navigation. That's a lot of Metroids. The rest of the glider hasn't been killed by them. I mean, the gliders are pretty chill, so I guess it makes sense. It checks out. Damn it, didn't reach it. Okay, but at least it gives me the chance to get this item here. So this Metroid is heading to do some the floor. So I just do some power bomb and have access to it. I always did find it disgusting how the face just looks like veins. Basin is basically living material. $220. I'm probably need like seven more meso packs, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to get. I remember something like this. So today too after work, I went to, because I like to buy CDs, especially from metal bands. So that like the CD shop I frequent, they had some metal bands that I listen to. So I look forward to listening to them. So that's fun. No, damn it, again. Did she give you some as a giveaway? I don't know, do you listen to metal? Alright, so these bunches are actually hidden. Okay, this one's a little bit long to deal with. Nah, I guess the best way to deal with them is just keep shooting at them. Or charge instead of doing the visual shots. At least into hardcore stuff like Fall Out Boy. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly, honestly. It's like some Winnie Hot Jr. type of stuff right there. I know I saw a wave trooper there somewhere. Alright, there's a missile there. This is probably like the last space-fire lock entry. As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher a new era of space-fire dominance. They are incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstay of our ground forces. Though they're not as quick as typical pirates, it makes little difference. With the platoon of elite pirates and the vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates, we will have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. Damn. I guess the Omega Pirate's not some Omega after all. I guess I kind of begs the question though. So what are the... So Metros are native to planet SR388 or maybe planet 7 for which one it is. I think SR388, that's the native planet. But the fact that here in Talon IB kind of begs the question how they came here. So there's possible a couple possible answers. So one, either the Chosa brought them with them, right? Because the Chosa did create the Metroids. The Space Pirates brought them, right? And eventually the Metroids here adapted. Could be it. I think that's the most likely explanation. Given that the Chosa doesn't mention any Metroids at all in the Chosa lore. The other could be that the Leviathan brought them, but that's kind of unlikely as well too. Alright, so that's the Omega Pirate. It's sleeping. All right. The first enemy with the Omega. Right, so there's a couple of them in the Prime series. Alright, so the Omega Pirate. The most powerful and elite pirate forces. Omega Pirate can become invisible to normal sight. It is vulnerable when cloaked, as all energy is drawn from defense systems. By exposing itself to Phazon, it can regenerate and damage tissue and organs. Considered the pinnacle of the elite pirate program, this enemy should be considered with extreme caution and maximum firepower. Right, because I am an expert, I'm pretty sure I can kill Omega Pirate in one cycle, I think. Let's see. Okay, I only have one shot. Alright, so when I was a kid, the Omega Pirate beat me a couple times. Especially since I didn't know how to read in English. But then I remember rereading the word, the log entry saying invincible. And that's where I had to figure out, hey, you need to use the extra bracer. Oh, that's far. Alright, I'm gonna show something look cool. Something regarding its bombs. Come on, do it. Alright, so here's a little more fact. So this is an elite space pirate. That looks like a parasite. Elite pirate destruction number 3. Yeah, so those bombs are basically made out of space pirate larvae. That's cruel. Dude, I'm getting scratched like crazy here. Right, so you can still get attacked here for some reason. Like it's thinking that the Mega Pirate is there, but actually that's not it. Alright, so I'm gonna get my ice spreader ready. He's gonna come out to the furthest side here, so it's gonna be that one. Alright, that's one. He's gonna go that one. That's two. Alright, so he's gonna summon a couple of troopers. At that point, don't fight him. Ignore them. 3. Alright, let's see if I can get the last one in. I don't think so. I was a little bit slow for that one. Got it. Alright, I still had it. I still got it. Yeah, so that's how you know that I have fought this boss many times before. That's like one of my favorite bosses to go against. So I kind of optimize how to beat it quick in normal mode. But it's interesting. I don't know if you guys saw the glitch, but the glitch is like when you do a power bomb when it's about to disappear after destroying this 4 face on pieces. The hitbox, the hitbox for as if Omega Pirates was still there, kind of lingers. Alright, so now I have the face on suit. Alright, so this is the thing that was feeding Omega Pirate. Crazy how this kind of looks more like a heart. Giving more credit to this that the face on is alive. Alright, so I am gonna have to backtrack a little bit. And the reason I say that because I need to collect the last Choso artifact. Because of the face on suit, now I am immune to blue face on. So notice how I say a blue face on. It's a damn artifactless. And I really enjoyed this ambient sound here. Because of my ultimate killing, the Omega Pirate's not so Omega after all. I can't be artifactless when I hold 11 for the pieces. I gotta move quick. Alright, almost got me. No, yeah, there's definitely no way I can make this even with just full amount of HP. Definitely need the face on suit for this. So that's a crazy amount of phasing right there. It's basically infestation right there. Alright, so one more. So I know what it's at. Oh look, I'm missing a couple of lore pieces. I can think of one. How can I think of the other two? That's fine. Alright, so I have a full set now. So let's get out of here. Definitely the shortest way would be going towards the front. Let's go. You know, now that I think about it, I wanted that glitch for the Mega Pirate that I was mentioning before. And that's related to the version of Metroid Prime that I have. Alright, so from here on out, it's gonna be boss after boss fight here. The last stretch. Yeah, so first unfortunately I don't have all the items. missing. I'm pretty sure I'm missing 3 missiles. I cannot think of where they are on top of my head. But hey, good try. There's too many of them. What? I'm trying to think. Are there any missile expansions in the very last part of the map? I don't think so. Oh shoot! Power troopers. Shoot! Gotta be kidding me. Oh shoot, I fell by accident. Nope, the yellow one. Let's see. What? Oh, blue. Oh, that was gonna die through radiation right there. So the pirate's gonna handle this on face on. Ooh, almost fell. And I forgot to mention this, but I really love the design of the Phexon suit with and the power bomb and the Morpho and the spider ball right there. That is a very slick design. Really? Just a little movement that made me fall? Sure, come on, I'm gonna lock on. What? It survived? Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Do I hear like an item here in the background? Let's see. No, I don't. There's nothing there. Or I picked out the one item that was there anyways. So the area is in front of the spaceship where we landed. Out of here. Some more turret. Now that I think about it, I feel like the rest of the missile expansion that I'm missing, they're gonna be at the magma caverns. But exactly where, I don't know. I'm gonna think of it in my memory. Alright, let's go to Talon IV. Boy, I am in Talon IV. Talon Overworld. Interesting how this is like the impact crater, but I can't see the floating rock unless I am in the floating rock. But that doesn't make any sense either. Might as well. I'll bite. What? I still fell? Talon overworld here. Easy peasy. Yeah, I already got the missiles underneath there. Also a reminder that the creatures you see there, that's not the original form, right? The impact crater. Right to the impact, yeah. Alright, get ready for the final stretch. The impact crater. Let's see. Field team reports are on each structure of alien design built on the surface of Talon Ivy. Studies show that this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source within the crater. Science team believes that the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics and studies on them have begun. As this field could hinder future energy production operations on Talon Ivy, we must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done. So part of the reason why some of those take forever to open up because this is loading a large area of the map. Alright. As we have done for millennia, we chose to work constantly on our statuary. The statues are sentinels. Blind but ever watchful they are and have always been repositories for our most precious secrets and strongest powers. The crafting of which is a long and sacred process, performed only by those chosen who have lifetimes of experience such as in such things. We have left these relics on planets across the solar systems. Some are merely reminders, silent emblems of the Chozo that serve as icons of peace in lands that know only war. Others wield subtle strength, exerting their influence in ways beyond the understanding of mortal creatures. Still others are guardians of our secret ways, and these can be as terrible as they are beautiful. Those who respect and honor these relics will know the friendship of the Chozo. Those who deface or destroy them will know our wrath, unfettered and raw. The congregation of artifacts that hold the great poison at bay still holds strong. Fearful of the potential within the artifact temple, the invaders know that space pirates try to destroy it, only to fail in every attempt. We've scattered the artifacts across the planet for their protection, and only a few have fallen into invader hands. Failing to understand, they now seek to unmake them. Again, they will fail. They are right to fear these things. Great power sleeps inside of them. Prophecy calls for the Union. Come the day that the unholy worm is met with the Great Defender. We can only hope that the artifacts are not destroyed by the invader, but then all will be lost. So we do what we can to preserve the artifacts and to guide the newborn to them. Time wanes with their souls, yet hope remains. And there's still one more short of lore that I'm missing. I don't know what that one is. Alright, here comes Ridley. You know what's funny? If you were playing this game for the first time and you encountered Ridley, you probably would have forgotten that he actually exists in the game because he doesn't appear till like right now. He only makes like 1, 2, 3, probably like 3 appearances total. Maybe 4 if you count him escaping the planet to the planet. Alright. Big bad building here. Alright, so Meta Ridley. Genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved through spider technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. Its armor height is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, and a meson bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame striker projector. Meta Ridley is also a formidable melee combatant, making it any sort of engagement a risky proposition. Like I says, he doesn't look happy. How could we destroyed 2 bases, the Phaser Mines and the Research Lab? Although to be fair, I mean he could have just defended them in there. And here the rest just shows the artifacts here. Alright. So really it's a very, very easy boss. Just like with the Mega Pirate, I will show you a trick on how to defeat it rather quick. And this trick is actually more useful for hard mode. There's a lot of messes right there. You know, it might not seem like it, but and also the fact that it really doesn't talk, but it really does possess intelligence. Maybe like the second smartest space pirate behind Mother Brain. Technically, Mother Brain is considered part of the space pirate forces, although that might be more intrusive in origin. Alright, quick trick. So it really doesn't like boost ball here. Wait, see. Did I miss them? There you go. So if you boost ball into Ridley, he basically becomes he goes to the very last phase. So you can see he lost a lot of HP. Alright, here is just easy pickings here. And I like to use the wave buster. The wave buster to just take care of the rest. And there you go. That was a very easy battle. Yeah, so that exploit does get patched out in the Metroid Prime trilogy and in the remaster, so you can't do it anymore. So something of the coding makes it so that the boost ball actually really annihilates Ridley's defenses. Just like the message said, if you deface the tempo, it will treat you not with kindness. Alright, let's get to the last battle. Alright, so more creatures here. These are new. These are like some kind of like Geico creatures here. It said that they have phase on. Because part of like the amazing thing also they not only they just survive phase on, but the red kind. Alright, so this is basically phase on, but extremely radioactive. For me, I like to think of it, this is decomposed phase-on, which is why it is this color, instead of like the blue that we see. Yeah, so not even the phase-ons are saving for this. It's goodness. You say I will be asking for time off after this mission. I think Samus owns her own business though. Alright, this is the last Metroid I was talking about. The last variant. So the Fission Metroid. So Metroid with the ability to split into two forms. The Fission Metroid is a mutant, capable of splitting into two. The split endows the new creatures with invulnerability to most weaponry. This effect is unstable, resulting in the weakness to a type of weapon fire. The vulnerability appears to be random due to the chaotic nature of the Fission mutation. Let's see, like let's just say, I would be asking myself if I could get time off, then approve it. I'm pretty sure Samus takes long breaks. It wouldn't surprise me if she doesn't. Alright, so what you guys notice here? Teeth, huh? Yeah, this is supposed to be like the inside of the Leviathan. Right, we'll figure out more in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption what the Leviathan is. But you think about it as an asteroid creature. Right, so I'm pretty sure, which is why I say like the inside is basically decomposing Leviathan. But I don't know how this Leviathan got a little fish in the background here, bro. Oh crap! You about to say cave? I think it was a cave system, but yeah, this is very much more organic than just mineral. Good thing you don't know. Good thing no one will know. Oh shoot. I always find this one to be kind of disgusting. Oh crap. They're mysterious too. There's like calcified stuff, right? So this one must have been like a full-on mature Leviathan. Or maybe like the rare kind that is actually very huge. Like the railroads here, it's basically already like rusted. Although I don't know how we'll have like spidable tracks here. Oh, look at that. I should do it just in case. Well, looks like a face. Here comes the final boss. We color match. Yeah, I always find it disturbing how there's some parts that look like teeth or bone. Alright, here's the titular villain. Alright, so the Metroid Prime. Highly evolved based on producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly invulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include Ultra Frigid Breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace makes it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. Let's go. So you know a little more. So you'll figure out learn more in the Metroid Prime 3 lore. But each Leviathan has his guardian. So when they first land to whatever planet they target, a guardian has to be chosen before they die. So Metroid Prime was chosen to be its Leviathan guardian. Alright, so the best weapons, the best way to attack to fight Metroid Prime is when it comes to power beam, use the super missiles. When it goes to ice mode, use the ice spreader. Right, wait, just use charge shots, and for the plasma use charge shots as well. Oh, that got me pretty good right there. Cool, can't wait to do this game in hard mode off stream. Oh, missed it. Was that gonna attack me? Nope. Oh, almost striked me right there. Alright, so there's no easy tricks to make the fight faster with Metroid Prime compared to the other two bosses. Okay, that one can take a lot though. Let's see. Ooh, that thing burns. Oh shoot, it's going the other way. Alright, so towards the end, Metroid likes to switch up its weapon type. Oh shoot. It's gonna switch again, I'm pretty sure. Nope, stay the same. So this is how horrible accuracy with the plasma beam. Oh, damn it. He threw bombs that exploded. Yeah, so the plasma beam, I mean the wave beam is definitely not a good weapon to use with the combo. It takes way too little, it's just way too much misses. Alright, just dead. Alright. Here's the final boss of the game. So now he looks more like a Metroid, huh? Alright, so the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the face-on energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks with face-on fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pool of face-on when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's face-on weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invincible when it does so. Alright, so this basically becomes a game of waiting, where to spawn the face-on pool. I mean, it's all random too. Right, so if you stand here in its old shell, it's not gonna attack you. So basically, the last exploit, I guess you can say, for this boss. Well, I guess when it does that, it can attack you. But at least you're safe from those earthquakes, those shockwaves. Alright, so Metroid Prime does make you use the different visors. What? It's still not gonna spawn facing pools? It's just gonna spawn in now. Alright, so it's gonna take 3 more of those facing pools to beat it. Yeah, so instead of using the face up being on the metros that get spawned, you might as well just destroy with the power bomb. It's gonna say he just wants to test my patience. This boss must be hard for today's society, in today's modern times, when we have decreased attention spans. Truly a hard boss. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can kill it one more face and pool. Let's see. I should start spawning on fish and metros, I'm pretty sure. Now try doing this in hard mode, where I think I should take less. My face and pool damage is actually half. No, I guess I decided to use where you go? Alright, should be dead now. Alright, not so bad. And we're done with the first Gamecube title. Alright, because I won't be able to show the secret ending, but so Dark Samus is born from the face-on suit. From that specific scene. You say damn niggas. You know, I think it must be. I think Samus must have interesting feelings, right? Seeing the planet, right? Going back to the planet which she probably has seen before, right? Knowing that her people, the raised her after she became an orphan. This is like the final state they're in. So, pretty sure she has some mixed feelings, right there. Isn't that crazy? So first, she has her first world destroyed through the face pirates when she was young, and then now she comes to a planet where the Tues-Thurs used to live, only for it not to have anybody to welcome her. So I guess it must feel very melancholic, honestly. That's rough. Time to start that vacation. Which is probably what she does prior to Metroid Prime 2. Alright. This game, phenomenal. 10 out of 10 for me for sure. It still holds up pretty well. Better than that Metroid Prime 4 for sure. Music is top tier. Wait, let me run that back a little bit. Maybe I give it a 9 or 9.5. Maybe because the bosses are a little bit repetitive. Right? They're just a bigger creature of what you know, right? So Omega Pirate's a larger elite pirate, right? The bladed beetle, just a bigger beetle. Right? The she-god, just a bigger she-god. Tortoise is okay enemy, right? And then the final bosses, right? Metroid Prime and the Essence. Becomes like a waiting battle. Okay, so maybe I'll give it like a 9. 9 out of 9.5. I feel like the boss battles is something that Metroid Prime 2 definitely improved. So I'll give it that. Yeah, so this game is a 9.5 for me. There's a lot of like lore building, right, that leads up to Metroid Prime 3. Whether that was intentional or not, who knows? A lot of the things, if you do some retrospect, it does hold up. Alright, so it's a pretty cool little note here. So Retro Studios would like to thank, special thanks to the Retro team, to Gunpei Yokoi, the original creator of Metroid, 1941 to 1997. Oh, Gunpei Yokoi, he was already dead. That's interesting. Alright, AAD Design Group, Metroworks. This is just like names. Especially I like this one. So thinking, I just want to thank my wife Fran for enduring all the overtime I had to put in. Otis the Bird. I would like to give a shout out to my little bro, Riley Jones. The thought of him playing our game for the first time has been a huge motivating factor for me from day one. My brother Rick Kohler for his support and ability to sniff out opportunity. Jake and Tara Kohler for their excitement and anticipation for playing daddy's games. My wife Rebecca Powell, Griselle, Sarah Sick. So these are just all the names afterwards. Let's see. Thanks to all the people who supported me, and especially Robert Mercado, Shalyn for being a supportive wife. Let's see. The Emerald Knights, Rick, Mary, Matt, Graham, Alec for being so patient, understanding, and supportive. Big brother, thanks. Ben, Danny, Wade, Zach, my biggest supporters. Let's see. I want to thank my wonderful wife Nicole, our children and Joran, Madison for the love, support, and understanding. So a nice warm-felt message there in the end. Alright, so if the screens, the reason why the screen looks like that grainy is because the M Classic doesn't do upscaling of like predetermined cutscenes, right? In this case, I like a film. Just doesn't do that well. 94. So I missed a couple of things. I wonder where those items are. I'm pretty sure the logbook entry doesn't account for that. So I didn't get 100% my logbook either. I don't know. What you think of the game, Ignis? Did you see why Metroid Prime is so highly revered, especially for a GameCube title? Here, I'll give Metroid Prime a gold medal here. It deserves its accolades. Let's see. It was pretty cool, but it didn't have any millennials to connect to. No, I don't think you need that. You definitely need your millennials. All right, so here's a little lost, a little lost art. So, if you have Metroid Fusion, you connect it to through the Game Boy adapter, Game Boy Advance adapter. You can actually unlock two things. So the NES Metroid, which is fully in the game here, the full game is in here, and you can actually use the fusion suits. I don't know why it has probably like the first instance that I know of DLC. You need to have the Metroid Fusion to do it first. Alright, so this is just some cool art. That's pretty gnarly. It's pretty detailed. The boy had to draw the spine too. There's actually more concept art that gets unlocked if you have 100% of lockbook entries. Alright. Let's see. Look at this. Someone in the art department really enjoys drawing intense anatomy. Yeah, that is a very high skill right there. And very high attention to detail. Yeah, it's too bad we can't see the other images. Damn, I was hoping I would get 100%, at least 100% of the logbook entries. But I'm pretty sure I was just missing that one Choso lore. Nice, not too bad. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a great weekend. Stay tuned for the next game. It's gonna be Gamecube again. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Alright dudes. Peace out. Hope you guys learned a couple of things how to defeat, especially Omega Pirate in one cycle. How to exploit Ridley. And how to have the patience when beating Metroid Prime. You guys have a good night. Later.